His document is titled The Great Replacement, a reference to European culture being subsumed by immigration. That's precisely the same phrase used by a European group called Generation Identity, which campaigns against immigration and Islam. Generation Identity uses similar arguments to those found in the New Zealand document. I spoke to its UK leader, Benjamin Jones, today.
Generation Identity is fundamentally opposed to what we call alt-right tendencies, and the vast majority of what we find in this manifesto we'd classify as alt-right. It's as simple as that.
So you absolutely condemn his use of violence?
We condemn the use of violence in all circumstances and context.
But Generation Identity does have very extreme and offensive views, especially about Muslims.
As far as the typical Muslim is concerned, their way of life is completely incompatible with the lifestyle that the average person in this country lives. I see instances such as this as inevitable if we continue to put different peoples with different perspectives, radically different points of view in terms of how we conduct our lives as human beings together. And I think that will come from extremists across the spectrum, which is why it's so important that we continue to advocate the advantages of a homogenous society.
You just said that violence of this kind is inevitable if this kind of immigration continues. I mean, that's a very serious thing to say.
It's something that all sorts of people have been saying for many decades. I mean, this goes all the way back to Enoch Powell. We either meant it and we don't want it to happen. But we are fundamentally bringing people from parts of the world who have a radically different perspective on how to conduct their lives as human beings to the typical Westerner. That is inevitably going to lead to conflict.